Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are very far along here, actually. We are very close to getting all of the coastlines. Well, not that close. We're pretty close. We're not incredibly close. Poland stole Poland stole something from us, and I'm not okay with it. We're going to need to declare war on Poland. This is a great start. I love it. Do we have a claim on it already? I mean, we could just de jure it, I'm sure. This one. There we go. So this is the only Polish, well, not the only one. We can take some of these river provinces, but this is the only coastal province that Poland has. We're going to declare war on them. They, like every other nation in the world, should be landlocked, except us. We should not be landlocked. Cool. So how many troops does Poland have? Like 20k? No real problem there. We'll raise up some troops of our own, and we'll start heading on in. Oh yeah, we vassalized that guy. Sure. Okay, ally joins, bringing them up to still 20k. We have 40k here. This should be more than sufficient. And our men-at-arms will come on in as well. Yeah, this should be no problem. We'll group those all together, and we'll siege this down. That will net us a ticking war score. Where's Poland's capital? Way down there? Okay, that's a long ways away. We'll probably just siege from here, in all honesty. We'll see where their army turns up at. But for now, we definitely do want to take this coastal province. Nope. There you go. That's where we want to go. There's their army. Okay, so we're going to stop moving here and split off our siege force. These guys will head down over here. We'll make sure they have a siege leader. And then these guys, they're going to head over and look to defeat the Polish army. This is convenient. I'm not sure why they've chosen to do this, but sure, we'll stack wipe their armies separately. Or at least a third of their army gets stack wiped here. I'm not sure that these guys do. They may not. They did. They died fast enough, and he was leaving it. We captured him. War's over. Cool. So we got that back from Poland. No problem there. Next up. Who do we want to go after next? Georgia has no remaining provinces. Are we truced to the Byzantines? No, we are not. Let's take a look through our claims that we have here. I mean, that's okay, I suppose, but that's not really what we're looking for. Yeah, nothing really particularly good there. We could holy war for a kingdom. I don't think that's super worthwhile, though. They only have a couple of provinces here that we want. These two here. They've got these two provinces. These two provinces. This is technically coastal. And they've got these two provinces. That's all we're after. We can take stuff along these major rivers. Here, here, here. But we're not really super interested in doing that right now. So we could go for like de jure duchies. Croatia is not going to be a thing. Technically, this is all permissible except for Uman here. This might be what we end up going for. That would get us 3 legal counties. And I think that's okay. The other de jure option, and because this is de jure, we can actually hold Uman. This is part of the de jure duchy. Yes. Why would we get all of these? Hang on. We may have to grant out Uman regardless. We'll see what happens with the title. But this is the war we're going to declare here. So this will be fine. There's no crossing. Oh, there is a crossing here. So we'll raise up right here. We're not going to need more than like 10, 15,000 troops. Something along those lines. I think it'll be completely okay. Sure. That'll do. And we'll get these guys raised up. They'll head on in. It'll be no big deal. The Byzantines will meet us where? They're down over here right now, fighting another war. Sure. We'll let them do that, and we'll just take our de jure locations here. Or rather, ticking war score locations here. Cool. So once we have all of this, are we going to go after their capital or their army? We'll find out. That's definitely a good question. It kind of depends, I think, on what's more available at the time to go after. We're at 12% here. And this is de jure. Ah, this is de jure part of Zaporizhia. So technically, Uman should be fine for us to hold. That is definitely the case there. We can group these together once they're done moving. There we go. So because this is de jure part of Zaporizhia, this should be completely fine. No problem whatsoever here. We will not have to grant independence to Uman. So that seems good. No sign of the Byzantine army at this time. And of course, we're going to have to go after these counties over here eventually, but now is not an available time for that. Cool. These guys do have a coastal county that we can go after. Just the one. We're not allowed to take anything else over there. That's kind of funny. Here's the question. Do we just siege up here and take ticking war score? Honestly, I think we do. We're already at 52%. And these sieges will go quite quickly. So it shouldn't be a problem. These are all low-level forts. I like it. So that put us at 67%. Yeah, I think this is the right call. Now, there's a lot of castles in this county. But even that, 73%. A disastrous mistreatment. Okay. %. And we are out of supplies and taking attrition, but that's completely fine. I don't care about that. This is irrelevant to me. 84%. They're sieging here. Awkward. 85. 97%. Either ticking or this siege. One of them will end this. Cool. Looks like it's the siege. So we will enforce our demands here and disband our troops. Now, we did get these territories. We are going to grant this guy, actually, the Duchy of Edison here. It does need to be usurped, but this is de jure part of the Kingdom of Zaporizhia. So as long as we grant everything here to this guy right now, this is legal. We need to grant him a title along with everything here. Cool. There we go. So that's all de jure. Should be fine. The next question is, do we go after the Caucasus? Do we go after Hessen? Do we go after some of these guys over on the Caspian Sea? Do we go after Africa? Do we go after India? Those are our only real remaining options other than going up rivers at this point. So that's reasonably fine. I think we're going to leave the Caspian Sea area alone for the moment. Well, actually, that's disgusting. I hate it. Holy War for this. Kingdom Holy War at that. This is intriguing. This is actually holdable by us. This is not. Unless we get the kingdom title, but I don't believe we would. It's a possibility, but I think we probably have better options for kingdom attacks. Like, for example, if we were to attack this guy. Oh, we can't do a kingdom invasion on him. Or rather, a holy war for kingdom on him. That's interesting. Maybe he's too far away. Hypothetically, this guy. Yeah, he might be too far away. This wouldn't be a terrible duchy to take. In fact, this would be a very good duchy. We'll keep that in mind. Looking up this coast. That would be okay too. We definitely have some options here. Let's check on Africa quick. And see if we're maybe going to be able to get a nice holy war for kingdom. Guinea is pretty terrible here for a kingdom holy war. We're going to almost certainly be better doing a conquered duchy here. Oh yeah, this is absolutely better. So we'll go ahead and run this. That's the only war we can ever do against Ghana, unless we make our way up this river, I suppose. But we can declare this war. We're going to work on Africa here, and once we get Africa finished up, I think then we'll focus in on India, and we'll kind of do the Caspian Sea piecemeal here and there. Like, as we're able to fight the Byzantines, because we still have a bunch of Byzantine territory to take. Okay, Ghana has access to like 20,000 troops. Not too bad. We're going to move everybody in over here once they're done raising. Cool. Okay. Our wife died, and we are very sad about that. But we can definitely get a new wife with good stewardship. Sure. And we may as well get concubines as well. There's really no reason not to at this point. We would prefer them to be a bit on the younger side, of course, if we're going to produce additional heirs. So let's see how that goes. Okay. I'm sure that will not create any problems whatsoever. Cool. So we're going to raise up these troops and grab ourselves around 25,000. This is good. We'll stop gathering here, and our men-at-arms gather. Perfect. They're up over here. So we could definitely start our siege here. Split off our troops. Our standard siege force here. And these guys will head up over this direction. We'll make sure that we have a siege commander. And we'll start working on getting ticking war score on our side. Cool. We have a stewardship perk available. We'll take detailed ledgers. If these guys just walk in and attack our siege force, I'm going to be upset. Okay, they're not. Good. So we're going to fight these guys up here. They are not okay with this. But we're, of course, going to fight them. No reason to not fight them here. Do we stack wipe? No, we don't. But we can come down here and fight these raiders. They're a hostile army, and we should be very happy to fight them, actually. That'll make us some gold and some prestige. Not that we really need either, but it'll be useful. And we'll come down here and take Sonda. So that battle was only worth 28% war score. We'll see where they come back at. But this should be fine. I want to look at de jure duchies here. Kono would be good. This would be much less good duchy-wise. I wonder. Okay. A hypothetical kingdom invasion here would be interesting. We'll look into that a little bit later, I think. For the time being, we're going to finish off this war. It shouldn't take too much longer. Oh, hello. They're coming back in over here. Looking to take back the war goal. That's brave. They shouldn't, but they're doing it. We're at 81% war score right now. This battle could end the war here. We'll see. That's a stack wipe. Will this stack wipe? It'll be close. It did. War is over. Fantastic. So we'll end that war, enforce our demands, disband our troops. This territory over here should definitely be made into a duchy. But we can't usurp it because of this. So we're, I think, just going to grant that over to this kingdom. Okay. This will do just fine. And there we go. Next up, we want to go after Guinea for a county, or rather a duchy conquer. Now, we can't hold Kano here, unless it's de jure ours, which it probably won't be. But that's fine. We just want these two counties. So we'll raise up our men-at-arms and our levy troops. And he's got, like, 5,000. That's almost nothing. These guys did join the war. So that's okay. Are they going to run at us here? No, they're not. Well, maybe. No, they're not. Okay, sounds good. We're going to raise up about 15,000 here. Actually, I'm going to go for 20. Men-at-arms in 9 days. Cool. We'll send these guys out over to Sherbo. Or Sherbro, actually. And we'll head up here and fight his ally. Cool. No problem here. They should stack wipe. Yeah, they'll stack wipe. Fantastic. We'll come up and start slow sieging Kano. Actually, he has troops on the way in here. We're going to get turned around. And we're going to try to fight him. We're already at 45% war score, so that's great. 33% of that is from battles. So we're going to fight him up over here. This will likely stack wipe too. We'll hit Gola here and get ticking on our side. That did stack wipe. Now we're at 82% war score. Cool. 94. Ticking or this siege will get us there. I'm not sure which will happen first. Looks like this siege. This guy wants a truce. The King of Bavaria. We cannot attack him in any meaningful way. I shouldn't have declined. I meant to accept that. I clicked the wrong button. My own fault. No problem. It's not actually a big deal. So the war ends here. And we will enforce our demands. Now, we did get the duchy. Fantastic. So we don't have to hand anything out here. That's beautiful. Now the question is, what happens if we holy war for kingdom here? Some of this territory we're likely going to have to grant out. Unless we get the kingdom. Which we should get the kingdom, right? He has that title. We'll see what happens here. This might be awkward, but we're going to get a lot of coastline regardless. He only has like 2,000 troops. Okay. That's entertaining. An ally joins the war, bringing in 3,000 troops. And we just got primogeniture. That's a big, big, big deal. So primogeniture is now ours. Next up, we're going to go for matriculations. But we do need to come into our succession here. And we need to change our succession law to primogeniture. Which we can do... Actually, no, I said we were going to go to ultimogeniture. Done. The reason to go for ultimogeniture rather than primogeniture here is because this game doesn't have regencies, unlike Crusader Kings 2, which I think is something they should probably bring back, but it means that we're going to have longer average ruler lifespans. because we're going to be going with our youngest child as our heir. Cool. So that'll be fine. We are now on ultimogeniture. We no longer have to worry about succession. That's fantastic. We're going to go to 10k here, and we will head on in and siege. I don't know how much we care about these guys. They called in a holy order. Okay, they have 13,000 troops. I don't care. They can do that all they want. We're just going to siege down this coast for now. Cool. They called in another holy order? Okay. I don't think that was these guys. Well, we're just going to grab these locations over here and start making our way towards their capital slowly but surely. And we'll see what this peace deal ends up looking like. I'm not sure how much of this we're going to be able to keep. Challenge to board game. I decline for now. Cool. So yeah, we'll see. It depends on what happens to the kingdom title here. That'll be very interesting to see. So he has ticking war score right now, but it hasn't started ticking yet. Once we finish up this siege, there will be no ticking war score. There we go. And we're already at 39% war score here. This is getting a lot, for sure. We're going to continue going down the coast for the moment. Until we get, like, over here. We're going to siege here, here, capital is the plan. I'm not sure where his army is. We just discovered plate armor, so our troops are now actually quite a lot better. And court officials was exposed next. That's okay. I don't mind court officials. Definitely not the worst thing that could have been exposed. Cool. So 10 days left on this siege, and there's their forces, actually. Cool. So we're going to head on over and continue to siege this direction, and we'll come in and try to fight them. They are losing supplies, and we should win this. My only question is this siege force large enough to continue to siege? The answer is a definite maybe. They're actually going to allow this? That's insane. They should not allow this. Okay, we did finish sieging there, and from here... Oh, we actually have to siege Bonoso. Sure. They're locked into here. We're going to cut them off there. This battle should end the war. Yeah, definitely. This battle will end the war. So will the siege, actually, for that matter. The siege finished up first, so that's kind of funny. But we're going to go ahead and finish this. Let's see how bad this is. All of this is controlled by this Jarl. What's the case with the kingdom title? We don't hold the kingdom title. Okay, so this is not as bad as it might have been. But we are required by the rules of the game to grant independence here. We grant this out, and we grant independence here. We're not required to grant independence to this guy. Or any of his holdings. This county is acceptable to hold. We do have to grant independence to this guy and to this guy. Otherwise, everything else here is legal for us to hold. Now, we don't want to personally hold this, this, or this. But that's all good. Now that that's all granted out, we are now allowed to usurp this kingdom title. And we will give that to this guy as the most powerful here. We'll grant him the kingdom, as well as this county. Cool. And that brings his opinion up quite a lot. We're going to send him a gift to get more opinion, and then we're going to try to convert him and see what happens here. He refused to convert, but that's okay. I'm not super shocked about that one. He might conquer some of this territory for us. We can go after it because it's de jure, but we're unlikely to for the time being. Interestingly, these are independent now. We can't declare war on this guy because we're truced, but we can... He's our prisoner. What can we do about that? I feel like him being our prisoner should make him be a lot more likely to accept vassalage. We could negotiate release with demand conversion, but we can't do that from a landed ruler who's not our vassal. We could gain a hook on him. Like so. Which doesn't mean that he's going to join us, to be fair. But we can then declare war on him at this point and just take over his county. That's not a big deal. So we'll just raise up our men-at-arms here. And it is about time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we'll get this guy taken care of and probably work our way through the rest of this coastline over here, I think. That'll probably be our goal next episode. We also have a dangerous faction, and we'll look at that next time. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, JJ Gamer, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, Jens Graham, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.